Ejiro woke up from bed the next morning. He was not sure of when he had gone to his bed. The only thing he remembered was that when he and his parents came home the previous night from the native priest, he had checked his cupboard to look for the pot, but somehow it was nowhere to be found. It was morning time and now he began to panic. Ejiro did not want any more calamity to befall him or his family. He had allowed the jealousy of his friend to cause his parents' demise. His father had lost 2 of his good farmlands and his mother had lost 1 of her shop. Ejiro knew if the pot continued to stay in the house, more problems would continue to happen. Ejiro then decided to open the cupboard he had kept the pot, and to his greatest shock, the pot was in the cupboard. Ejiro was confused as he remembered that it was not there when he had returned home before. He then concluded that the time when he was looking for the pot in the night must have been a dream, and that was why the pot was not there. Ejiro quickly took the gold pot and wrapped it in a cloth and ran all the way to Andase's house. As soon as he got to Andase's house, he gave him the pot and told Andase that he should forgive him for carrying the pot and that he had been a bad friend all this time. Ejiro, however, did not tell Andase about what happened to his parents, as he felt that that was his own problem to bear, and since he was the one that stole the pot in the first place, he didn't have to make Andase pity him for his own mistake. Andase hugged Ejiro and told him that he had forgiven and that they would remain friends. He then told Ejiro that the main reason he had wanted to keep the pot was because he had his family were poor and so the pot would mean much more to them. Ejiro told Andase that the pot would bring fortune to him and that he should not let anything happen to it. Later that afternoon, Andase was feeling very hungry. He had already kept the pot in his cupboard and was not really sure what he should do with it. He knew that he needed to sell the pot and get money to give his parents, but something about the pot made him unable to carry out the decision. Andase then decided to go to his bag of fruits that he and Ejiro had gathered when they went for their forest hunt the previous day. He ate the fruit but was not satisfied, but he knew there was nothing more he could eat. He needed to wait for his parents to come home before anything else could be eaten. Later that night, when Andase's father returned from the farm, he told everyone that he had a shocking but exciting news. He told them that while farming in his farm, he happened to come across a small pouch while he was digging and that he found some golden jewelry inside. It sounded too good to be true. The whole family rejoiced when all of a sudden Andase's mother fell to the ground. Andase's father quickly rushed to help her. Andase's mother then confessed that she suddenly felt weak and tired all of a sudden. Andase's father then asked his wife to go rest and lie down, that she was probably feeling dizzy because she had been working all day. The next day, Andase's father had bought a lot of items in the house after selling the golden jewelries. Everything suddenly changed and Andase suddenly felt what it was like to be in a rich family. Everything was good. There was only one problem: Andase's mother's sickness had gotten worse. The sickness was getting more worse as the day went by. Andase's father, now having money, bought his wife the best herbal medicine in the land, but the sickness didn't seem to be improving. The sickness of his mother began to worry Andase, but he didn't know what to do. He knew his mother was not the type to fall sick. His mother was an agile and hardworking woman. Andase's mind began to think about the golden pot that he brought home. He had a thought that maybe the pot was the problem because he knew that the night he carried the pot was when everything started. Still, everyone was happy that Andase's father was doing well, his mother, his sister and himself included. Andase feared that if he decided to do away with the pot, things may go bad and his mother might also still remain sick. For all he knew, maybe his mother's sickness had nothing to do with the pot. The next day, Andase went to tell Ejiro about what had been happening to him since he got the pot. Ejiro, who had repented from his jealousy because of the encounter with the mysterious pot, was happy for his friend. He then told Andase everything will be fine with his mother, that the sickness had only been a few days. The two friends then played for a while before Andase told Ejiro that he needed to return home to stay with his mother and his little sister. That evening before Ejiro's father returned, Ejiro's mother's illness intensified and became much worse. Her body became hot and she complained of a terrifying pain. As Ejiro's father returned that night, he announced to his family that he had found another pouch of gold jewelries in his farm and that he would hire some servants to go to the next village, which was more known for powerful medicinal herbs, so that Ejiro's mother would be treated and become well. The next morning, Andase told his little sister that she should look after their mother, that he was going out to buy something. As Ejiro went out and returned, he couldn't find his little sister in the house. He then asked his mother if Busy had gone out. Andase's mother told Andase in a weak voice that maybe she had gone out to play. Andase thought it was strange that Busy would leave their sick mother and go out to play. So he quickly ran to check all her little friends' house and playing spots to see if she had gone to play. Andase found no trace of his sister going outside. Everyone Andase met claimed that they hadn't seen her at all throughout the day. It was at that moment that Andase realized that his little sister might actually be missing. Andase then announced to the villagers that his little sister is missing, and so everyone began to look for her. Andase went to Ejiro's house and told him what happened. He then told him that he believed everything was happening because of the pot. He asked that they should return the pot together. Ejiro then told Andase about what the pot did to his parents' farm. He said that the only reason he didn't tell Andase was that he thought those bad things only happened because he stole the pot from Andase. Andase then told Ejiro that the pot might have made his father rich, but it was causing more bigger problems for his family. Andase took the pot and wrapped it inside a sack. He and Ejiro went inside the forest, deep inside the forest. Andase made sure to look for the exact same tree that they found the pot of gold. He dropped it carefully and was looking around if anything strange would occur. Nothing happened. As soon as Andase dropped the pot, he and Ejiro decided to go back. As soon as they took a few steps away from the tree, Andase saw his little sister lying down on the floor close to a nearby tree. He and Ejiro was shocked. Andase bent down and carried his little sister on his back. It was now clear that the mysterious golden pot had been the cause of all the problem that was happening. When Andase and Ejiro got home, they were surprised to see that Andase's mom was feeling better and no longer feeling weak. She was even able to move around the house. Andase's little sister told Andase that all she remembered was taking a nap in the house and that she had no idea what happened next. Andase decided not to tell her or his mother that he found her in the forest so that they wouldn't begin to worry and try to unravel how that came to be. It was only Ejiro and Andase that knew the truth. Andase then told Ejiro that despite the fact that he was the one who found the pot still brought bad omen in disguise to his family and also mysteriously took away his sister. He further said to Ejiro that they should go into the forest and bury the pot so it doesn't cause harm to anyone in any way. As Andase and Ejiro got into the forest and went to the tree where they saw the pot the first time and where they had carefully returned it, they found out that the pot and the tree was no longer there. Both friends in shock then decide to return home, praying that they never have to come across the mysterious pot of problems again.